close your eyes for a moment, not to sleep, but to remember. There was a time, long before words existed, long before language was born, when humans spoke in a different way, not with lips, not with sound, but with something far more ancient, far more pure, soul to soul, mind to mind, thought to thought, and somewhere deep within you, that ancient language still lives. You have felt it, that moment when you thought of someone, and seconds later they called, that instant when you walked into a room and felt the tension before anyone spoke a single word, that strange knowing when you sensed exactly what someone was about to say before the words left their mouth. You dismissed it, you called it coincidence. You were taught to ignore it, but it was never coincidence. It was telepathy, the silent language of the soul. And today, you are going to remember how to speak it. Let us begin with the truth that the modern world has hidden from you. Telepathy is not science fiction. It is not fantasy. It is not reserved for mystics sitting on mountains. Telepathy is your birthright. The word itself comes from two Greek words, tele meaning distant, pathos meaning feeling, distant feeling, feeling across space, knowing without physical contact. But here is what most people misunderstand. Telepathy is not about reading thoughts, like words on a page. It is about receiving impressions, feelings, images, sensations. It is the Wi-Fi of the soul, broadcasting and receiving, even when you do not realize it. Every ancient civilization knew this. The Egyptian priests communicated silently, across the chambers of their temples. The yogis of India transmitted wisdom, without ever opening their mouths. The shamans of every continent spoke with spirits, animals, and each other through the invisible web of consciousness. They were not special. They were simply awake. And now, science is finally catching up. In 2014, researchers at Harvard University successfully transmitted a thought from a person in India to a person in France. No words, no phones, no internet, just brain to brain, mind to mind. The experiment worked, and the scientific world went silent, because this discovery changes everything we believe about the nature of consciousness. You are not an isolated being, trapped inside a skull. You are a node in an infinite network of awareness, and your thoughts are not as private as you think.
So if this ability is natural, if it is ancient, if it is proven, then why do so few people use it? Because you were trained to forget. From the moment you were born, you were taught to trust only 5 senses. See, hear, taste, touch, smell. Anything beyond that? Imagination, nonsense, madness. The modern world rewards logic. It punishes intuition. It celebrates noise. It fears silence. And telepathy lives in the silence. It speaks in whispers, not shouts. It arrives in the spaces between thoughts, not in the chaos of the thinking mind. But here is the beautiful truth. You did not lose this ability. You just stopped listening. The signal is still there, broadcasting, receiving, waiting, like a radio station that never stopped playing, even when you turn the dial to a different channel. All you need to do is tune back in.
Let me take you deeper. Your brain generates electrical activity. This is not spiritual talk. This is measurable science. Right now, as you listen to these words, your neurons are firing, creating waves of electromagnetic energy. These waves do not stop at your skull. They radiate outward, into the space around you, into the field. And here's what is fascinating. When two people sit in silence together, with the intention to connect, their brain waves begin to synchronize. This is called neural coupling. Their hearts begin to beat in the same rhythm. This is called heart coherence. Their electromagnetic fields begin to merge and communicate. You have experienced this. When you sit with someone you love deeply, sometimes no words are needed. You feel them. They feel you. You are sharing something invisible, but absolutely real. This is not poetry. This is physics. The Institute of Heart Math has measured this phenomenon. The heart generates an electromagnetic field that extends several feet beyond the body. And this field carries information, emotions, intentions, thoughts. You are always transmitting, and you are always receiving. The question is, are you aware of it?
Now let us talk about how this actually works. Your mind operates in two modes, transmitter mode and receiver mode. Most people are stuck in transmitter mode, always thinking, always projecting, always broadcasting noise. Their minds are so loud, they cannot hear anything coming in. But the great telepaths, the intuitives, the sensitives, they learn to quiet the transmitter. They learn to become receivers. This is why meditation is so powerful. Not because it empties your mind, but because it creates space. Space for signals to arrive. Space for impressions to form. Space for the silent language to be heard. Here is something most people do not realize. You are already receiving telepathic information every single day. When you suddenly think of someone, for no apparent reason, that is a signal. When you feel anxious, before receiving bad news, that is a signal. When you sense that someone is watching you, and turn around to find them staring, that is a signal. You are not imagining these things. You are perceiving them. The difference between you and a trained telepath is not ability, it is attention. They pay attention to the whispers. You have been taught to ignore them, but that ends today.
Now I will share with you a practice that has been used for thousands of years to awaken this dormant ability. It is simple, but do not mistake simplicity for weakness. The most powerful practices are always the simplest. This is called the silent bridge. Here is how you do it. Step 1. Find a quiet space. Sit comfortably. Close your eyes. Take 5 deep breaths. Let your body soften. Let your mind slow down. Step 2. Think of someone you love. Someone you feel deeply connected to. See their face clearly in your mind. But do not place this image in your head. Place it in your heart. Step 3. Without using any words, send them a feeling, not a thought. Feeling is love, warmth, gratitude. Feel it radiating from your chest toward them, wherever they are. Step 4. Release it. Do not force. Do not expect. Simply trust that the signal has been sent. Step 5. In the coming hours, pay attention. They may call you. They may text you. They may think of you. And you will feel a subtle pull. This is not magic. This is reconnection. Practice this daily. And watch what happens. The bridge will strengthen. The signal will clarify. The silent language will return.
You are not learning something new today. You are remembering something ancient, something that was stolen from you, by a world that fears the invisible. But the invisible is where the real power lives. Telepathy is not about controlling others. It is not about invading minds. It is about connection, true connection, soul-level connection, the kind that words can never achieve. When you master this silent language, you will understand people. Before they speak, you will feel the truth. Beneath the lies, you will sense the love, hidden behind the walls, and you will realize that you were never truly alone. We are all connected, always have been, always will be. The web of consciousness holds us all together. And now, you are beginning to see the threads. In the next chapter, we will go deeper. We will awaken the inner eye, the power to see beyond sight. Clairvoyance, the vision that needs no light. But for now, sit with what you have remembered. Practice the silent bridge. Trust the whispers. Listen to the silence. Because in that silence, your soul has always been speaking. You just forgot how to hear. Until now.